Elevate your hips. I want you to begin very soft. So find your seat, settle your legs, and then just let all the tension go out of your body. So normally I ask you to sit up tall and long, lifting your head, pulling your belly in, but don't go there yet. Just get really soft. Like this is you before your day has begun, before you've woken up. And whatever that looks like for you, soft in your hips, soft in your hands, chin dropping down, eyes closed, jaw slack. No tension in the shoulders. If I came up to you and kind of gave you a little push, you would just fall right over. Let yourself just be really soft here. Settle. Before we work towards the physical posture, let's just tune into breath. Notice your breath to begin. It's like noticing a color. We see things all the time and we don't really notice, especially as Alana was saying with like this feeling of Groundhog Day, we just see the same stuff and we don't see anymore. It just is the same. So notice your breath. And then as you start to align your breath, start to align your body. Go slowly. What does that mean? It means as you inhale with more intention, start to lift through your chest, ribs, neck, crown of your head. Keep your eyes closed. Bring all your attention to your breath here. Start to lengthen and deepen the inhale. And as that happens, you're lifting through the ribs and naturally pulling your belly button in, getting a little taller and stronger through your shoulders. By now, you're sitting up really well. Maybe your hands start to wake up, palms up in a receiving position, resting on your thighs or your knees. Your inhales are now nice and long, and with a fair bit of vigor, start to tune into the exhale, breathing in and then controlling that exhale, intentionally pushing the air out by contracting your stomach muscles in, all the way to the last bit of breath. Hold at the bottom of each breath and at the top of each breath before beginning your next inhale, exhale. So it goes like this: inhale, pause, exhale, pause. And if there's any part of you now that is not waking up, move that around, maybe shrug your shoulders, adjust through your hips and waist, make your collarbone wide, lift your chin. Be fully present and awake here. Eyes are still closed. Now we're ready to breathe. Inhale together. Breathe in. Pause here. Exhale out. Letting this be a recharge, a reset, a ready, set, go. Breathe in. Breathe out. Don't be afraid to add some vigor to your breath. You can still be calm and have vigor. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more. Breathe in. And breathe out. Keep your eyes closed. Observe yourself, your body, your energy right now, without judgment, perhaps with nothing but compassion, or just with observation. And think of what I said again. You can be calm and still have vigor. Sometimes we think, oh, to be a person who's very calm and zen, you basically don't care about much and you just kind of float along. I disagree. I think you can be calm so that you can have clarity and you can have vigor and sparkle in life. So let's let that be the focus of our practice today. Breathe in, breathe out, bring your hands together. Start your week with an intention. What are you going to show up as today, tomorrow, the rest of this week? Are you going to show up patient? Show up brilliant? Show up courageous, energetic, fearless, decisive? Choose your intention and then open your eyes. Welcome, happy Monday. Let's take our right hand, reach for your left knee. Sweep your left hand up towards the sky and lean toward your right. Grounding your left knee, left hip down. Turning your gaze as much as you can towards that elbow. Reach a lot through your left fingertips. Breathe, maybe softening your right elbow a little bit. Inhale, reach. Exhale, sweep that arm down, all the way down and switch. Take your left hand to your right knee. Follow your fingers with your gaze, right hand up and lean towards your left. Be mindful that you're not taking your whole body as you lean to the left. Your right knee and right hip are staying down while you reach with this other opposite hand, opposite way. Good, come back through center. Shrug your shoulders up towards your ears a few times. Doing anything else that feels like it might be nice with your neck. So for some of you, it might feel good to take a roll of your neck or just drop your chin towards your chest. But exaggerate that movement, get some articulation through your shoulders and neck here. And then let's meet on our mat. So come on over here. You're gonna wanna have your block handy if you have it today. So just set that up near the top of the mat so you'll be able to grab it in a bit. Now that you all have a block, I'm just with you all, right? Sure. It's one of your yoga accessories now. You'll always have it, right? All right, hands and knees, friends. Get grounded through your hands. Spread out all 10 fingers. Push the mat away. Relax your feet. Let your shoulder bones and your arm bones integrate into those joints. So really stacking your wrists right underneath your elbows, right underneath your shoulders. Gaze is steady right towards the front of your mat. Take a big breath in, big breath out. Let's do it at the same time. Lift your left leg and your right arm and hold steady. You can make adjustments when you get there, but we're working on the lifting at the same time. Reach through your right hand, reach through your left foot. If this is too much, you always could take a hand down and just focus on lifting through your left heel. Notice if your left hip starts going up towards the sky and then you get all out of whack, try to square your left hip down towards the floor. Belly tight, gaze toward your right hand. Good work, breathe. Set your right hand down, left knee down. Reset. I want you to be tight and strong through your abs this whole time. That's your core, that's your center base. So think of the word core. That means like something solid in the center. That's what you're doing right here. Ready? I'm gonna take us 3, 2, 1. Lift your right knee, lift your left hand. Flex the toes on your left foot. Good, Alana. Reach through your thumb, lift through your right heel. Set your gaze forward, strong through your right arm. Check in with your left elbow and your right knee. They should be straight and reaching. Good, good. Breathe. You can always have your left hand down, just pushing through that heel. One more breath. Good. Set that down. Toes to touch, child's pose. Drop your hips back. Relax your head. If it doesn't go to the floor, just make a little table with your hands. We're not going to be here too long. Just relax your forehead to the floor and breathe. And then rise back up to your hands and knees. We're going to do that again. Again, we're just really working on the lift. So if you're just keeping your hands down, you can still just work on being strong and steady through your legs, or do some modification in between. All right, here we go. I'm going to count us down, and then we're going to belly in tight, lift right hand, left leg, gaze forward. 3, 2, 1, lift. Get there. Get your physical form strong through your left arm. Right shoulder down away from your ear, reaching. Good. Point your left toes down. Think of your left heel lifting. Are you breathing? Is your gaze down towards your belly button or forward? Because our energy goes where we're looking, right? If we're always looking to the past, that's where our energy is going. If we're always looking at everybody else, that's where our energy is going. So look forward to your possibilities. Good work. Right hand down, left knee down. Get ready. Other side. 3, 2, 1. Lift. Right leg up, left arm up. Drop the right hip just a little bit so that it's level. Good job, Susan. Reach. Nicely done. Take your left shoulder away from your ear. It's a subtle little drawing back. Strong right arm, strong left leg. You can always have your left hand down. Reach, breathe. Good work. Put that hand down. Rest, child's pose. Drop your hips back. Get the weight off your hands. Just relax your elbows. Maybe make a little landing pad again with your hands for your head. Breathe. Right. We're going to do that one more time. Every time, let yourself be learning. How about that? For a reason for repetition. Ready? Like a person who plays music, you learn every time from the mistakes from the process. So get steady. If you weren't steady before, maybe your knees need to be more parallel with your hips, not too narrow. All right, ready? Left foot back, right arm lifts. Extend. So much possibility here in this very simple pose. So my right quad is really engaged because I'm pushing off a lot through my right heel. So I have to, like I was trying to reach my right heel for the wall behind me. I'm sorry, left heel. Reach with your right hand and push back with your left heel. So if I confused you, sorry. Reach here, breathe. Good. Put that hand and knee down and we'll switch. Ready? Belly tight. That's your core. Right leg back, left leg lifts. Good, Tommy. Straighten out your elbow on your right hand and push off. Good, good. Reach. Take your right heel up towards the sky as much as you can. If you give like 5-10% more every time you show up, it adds up incrementally. Breathing, reaching. Good, Joe. Take your hand down. Nicely done, guys. Everybody rest. Drop it back to your child's pose. And breathe. Breathe in, breathe out. Make your way to the top of your mat. Stand up. Roll all the way up. Shrug your shoulders a few times when you get to the top of your mat. Whatever else everybody has going on, you made it here right now to start off your week, so good job. Take your feet about hip width distance apart. Inhale, gently reach your arms up towards the sky. And then just take it slow. Exhale, bring your hands through heart center. Fold forward. Bending your knees as you go down. Get about halfway and then let your head drop. Let your hands drop and find a place to be. So that's either on the block or grabbing opposite elbow or to the floor. Put the weight back in your heels. So I'm not dropping all my weight forward. I'm taking the weight back into my heels. Toes are light. Breathe. Before you stand up, press down all four corners of your feet. So the big toes now push down, pinky toes push down, heel pushes down. Root through your feet, push off, rise all the way up. Follow your arms with your gaze. Reach up, look up, breathe. Exhale again, hands through heart center, forward fold. You're going to get better at this every time, a little deeper, a little bit more knowledge about what's happening in your body. Push down through all four corners of your feet. Rise all the way up. Make it one flowing movement. Inhale, arms reach up, gaze is up, reach, maybe a little bit back. Exhale, hands come through heart center, forward fold. Good. Find your way here. We've had our knees pretty bent every time. Just play with what it's like here now that you're in your forward fold to straighten your knees a bit. See if you can even put your hands on the backs of your calves or heels or thighs and see if you can straighten your legs a little bit more while still drawing your chest down. And we're being really mindful here because you don't want to go to a place where you are, oh, fine, and I just straighten out my legs and fold, because then you cause injury. But I just want you to explore getting deeper into your forward fold by straightening your legs. Feel the difference when you start to straighten those knees a bit. Good, guys, find your flat back. Bring your hands to your shins. Take a moment here, set your gaze, draw your shoulder blades together. Try to make your arms straight. So wherever your hands land is fine because your hands are different lengths. They shouldn't be above the knee because then definitely your elbows will be bent. Try to make your arms straight, reaching down. Good. With your hands here, good. Flat back. Breathe in. All right, friends, bend your knees. Meet me back here, high plank or a modified plank. This is your Monday. So Alana, I saw on Facebook a picture with a happy birthday on it. Was it yours or Tommy's birthday, or was that just like for a bakery?
I think that bakery, because I'm in June and Tommy's in April.
I did eat a bit of birthday cake from next door.
It was our friend's daughter's 21st on Saturday.
She's having a birthday and holding out on me, huh? Good work. Breathe in. Everybody flow back to your downward facing dog. Push back if this is too much, particularly right out of the gate. Bend your knees a lot. You don't have to stay here long. You can just drop down to your tabletop. Breathe. Good work. Let's take a walk with your feet towards your hands or from your tabletop. Make your way to the front of the mat. Root down with your feet, rise all the way up. Stand up. Inhale, breathe, reach up. Fold. We're going to do that 3 times without the low push-up, just taking ourselves from plank to downward dog, then back to the mat. So fold. Inhale, flat back. Bend your knees. Find yourself in tabletop or high plank. You have time to get there, so take your feet back. Check in that your arms are strong. I've got shoulders right over elbows, right over wrists, and all 10 fingers are helping to hold me up. Good, Susan. Look at that plank. Awesome job, Mama. Breathe in. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Good work. Inhale. Exhale. Make your way to the front of your mat. Just that is awesome. Roll all the way up. You guys should be so proud of each other too. I don't know, maybe you're not proud of yourself. I'm proud of you, but you should be like seriously cheerleading for each other too. Proud of you. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, flat back. Bend your knees, step back, make your way to your high plank, however you get there. Good, Joe. Breathe in, breathe out. This is how you're showing up this week, right? You're showing up 110% focused, tight, strong, aligned. Breathe in, exhale, flow back, downward facing dog. Let it go. Good. We got one more to do. Take a walk to the front of your mat. Marco practicing that jump through. I saw that, Marco. Good job. Inhale, reach up. Nicely done. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to the flat back. Step back to your high plank. If you want to practice the jump through on this time while we're in plank, let me give you a little tip. So you want to think of your hips shifting up while your hands stay straight and stacked. So rather than bending your elbows, you bend your legs, and then it's like a leverage of just floating your feet forward while your arms stay straight. You're trying to lift through your hips. So breathe in, exhale to your down dog. If you have no idea what I just said, don't worry about it. Just you can take a walk to the top of your mat. If you want to try the hop, bend your knees, keep your arms straight, and then it's like you're trying to lead with your hips while your arms stay grounded. Hop to the front. Breathe in, rise all the way up. Exhale, reset, pull yourself together, catch your breath, close your eyes, hands at heart center, feet hip width distance apart. Take a moment. Take a couple breaths. If you've already forgotten how you're going to show up this week, remember I asked you a few minutes ago, what are you going to show up as this week? How are you going to show up? If you've already forgotten, remind yourself right here. What's your energy going to be like this week? Good work. Bring your ankle bones closer together. Bend your knees, fold forward. Maybe your hands reach the floor, maybe not, but I want you to bend your knees a lot. So more so than in your forward fold. Like I was trying to get you to sit down in a chair that was kind of back behind you. So sitting down. Good. Pick up your block. Hold it between your hands, lift your chest. So you're in a chair pose, holding the block. Good, hold right here, breathe. So this might feel very strong because I got you there from here. And so now you really know what it's like to have your knees bent. Good, stay right here. Belly is tight to protect your lower back. So really hugging in, good and strong, breathe. Good work. Let it go. Forward fold. You can set that block down again. Good. Step back to your high plank, friends. From your knees or from your high plank, push yourself forward a little bit on your toes. You can be on your knees. Lower down. Try to catch this low push up on the way down. And then all the way down to the mat. Good, Alana. Relax your feet. Good. Lift your chest. Now you can lift your chest a little bit more. When we did Eduardo's class on Saturday, some of you might have noticed that I modeled a full upward dog, which involves lifting your chest and your thighs. What we've been doing is a cobra, which is just lifting the chest. But some of you might want to try from this lower position, take your hands back just a little bit more. So rather than being in front, they need to be drawing back. And then you push through your hands and lift your chest and lift your thighs. Good. All right, that's your upward dog. In theory, what we're working towards is you do not drop your knees, you just roll back to your downward facing dog by rolling over your toes. Good. All right, you're new things, huh? Good, guys, good. Breathe in. All right, we're all in down dog. Good work. Breathe in, breathe out from your left knee or from lifting your right foot. Everybody step your right foot forward. Drop your heel, meet me in warrior one. So you could get there with your left knee down or just step your right foot forward or just stand up and step your right foot forward. But take your right foot forward, lift your chest, square your hips. Bend your front knee, but check in. You should still be able to see your toes on your right foot. If you can't, your foot is too far back. Take your arms up, or if that's too much for your shoulders, hands at heart center. Good work. If you want to modify, your modification here would be to be on your back knee, and you can take your arms up. Good job. Breathe. Very good. Breathe here. Stay here in your warrior one. Good. Take your hands back down to the mat. Drop your left knee. Sweep your right foot back. Listen. Lift your right heel. Lift your left arm, just like we did at the beginning. So right heel lifted, left arm strong. Squeeze your right butt cheek. Breathe. Good work. Left hand down. Tuck your toes, lift your knees, downward facing dog. Breathe. Even if you're doing the modified version on your knees, you can still take a little down dog just to stretch out your back, straight arms. All right, either your right knee comes down, left foot forward, or lift your left leg. Step it through, help it get there. Find your warrior one. We're all gonna meet standing up. Left knee bent or right knee down, left knee bent. Arms up. Okay, where's your breath? If you're just all like freaking out and your breath's all up here in your throat, calm down, get that breath down deeper in your pit of your belly. Think of pulling your right hip forward, left hip back, no matter where you are. Good, breathe. I'm really proud of you, good job. All right, guys, we're gonna flow, so get strong in your core. Take both hands down to the mat. Drop your right knee, sweep your left foot back. Lift your left heel, sweep your right arm up. So I'm on my right knee, left hand down, right arm lifted. Left heel up. Are you guys warm? Anybody sweating?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Breathe. All right, good work. Take your hand down. Let's take a rest. Drop your hips back. Make a place to relax your head. Child's pose. Before I started doing yoga, I used to give up on anything physical because it seemed hard. And I didn't play any sports or do any of that type of stuff when I was a kid. So it was like, I had this idea that if it seemed hard, that either I wasn't good at it and I never would be, or it was bad for me somehow, because things that seemed hard seemed like things you shouldn't do. And I was really wrong, because actually a positive stress on your body makes you stronger. It does increase your health. It changes longevity. So when things are hard, like that's actually where you want to be, right? If it doesn't challenge you, it will not change you. Ready to do that again? Yes.
Yeah. Child's pose is good.
Yes. She is showing up. Yes. Here we go. Stand up. Top of the mat. Stand up. Here we go. You're going to pick up your block, make sure it's there, bend your knees a lot, fold forward. The block between your hands, get the weight back in your heels, toes are light, bend your knees a lot like you're sitting down in a chair. This is called chair pose. Lift your chest, lift your arms. Good. Some of you may find it's easier for you to have about a fist worth of space between your knees to protect your back and align your hips. So if you feel really tweaking in your back, try taking your feet apart like that. Very strong in your legs. If you stop breathing here because it's hard, breathe. Very good. Good. Drop the block, fold. Good. All right, inhale, flat back. Do the best you can. Bend your knees, step back to your high plank or modified with your knees behind you. Beautiful. Stay here. All right. Push through your toes. We're going to lower all the way down. Try to keep those elbows in tight. See if you can squeeze through this low push-up position before you go all the way down to the mat. Good. I know. All right, relax your feet to the top of the mat. Take your hands a little bit closer back. So more like instead of being out in front of your shoulders, you're drawing them back towards your armpits. Hands spread out and tight. Lift your chest, maybe just a little bit, maybe all the way so that your arms get straight. You might even try lifting your thighs. That's it. Good. Everybody to downward facing dog. Your options are to try to roll over your toes. Take it back. Good, Susan. Good, Chris. Or go through your hands and knees. Breathe here. All right, our right foot is going forward, either in a low lunge with your left knee down or lift your right leg. Step it through. Foot is warrior one. Right foot forward, left foot back. If you're on your knee, you've got right foot forward, left knee down. Everybody lift your arms. Take a breath here. Where's your gaze? Look straight ahead. Breathe. That's it. Good, Joe. Breathe. All right, everybody, hands down, left knee down, right foot back, lifted. Lift your right leg. Lift your left hand. Right hand stays on the mat. Left arm lifted, right leg lifted. Breathe. It's all perspective, right? Like the first time we did just this, you might have thought, oh, that's hard. But now this is like one thing and a string of things. So, right? It's all perspective. Breathe here. Good work. Take your left hand down, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. If you want to skip that, you can. We're going to get ready to take our left foot forward. So by dropping your right knee and step your left foot forward or lift your leg. Oh, there you go. Everybody, we're meeting with our warrior one. Right knee can be down, left foot bent, left knee bent, left foot on the mat, or right foot down on the mat. Good, reach your arms up. That's it, good. Take a deep breath. Drop your shoulders. Give yourself some appreciation for how you've showed up so far. Breathe. All right. Engage through your core. Core means center. Core implies something solid. So core is tight. Hands come down. Right knee down. Left leg back and lifted. So left foot back and lifted. Right hand up. Breathe.
Oh.
You think core and you just think sit-ups and then you do this stuff and you're like, okay, right? Core implies like the whole midsection. Stay here, you're doing great. Take your right hand down, reset with a downward dog. Push your hips up to the sky. Relax here, breathe. Let your heels drop towards the mat. Soften your knees. Keep your arms straight though. Breathe. And then let's all rest. Drop to your knees. Grab your block so you have a landing pad for your head, and just keep your knees together. You can just drop your head to the mat, relax your hands here. So a supported child's pose. Forehead to the block. Sitting forward. If this is not comfortable for you, then you can take the block up even higher or put a cushion underneath your hips. Good. If it's okay with your back, since your head is supported, you could get a little stretch through your back by taking your hands forward and just reaching through your fingers while you ground your hips down and back. Good. Breathe. All right, guys. Bring your block up to the corner of your mat. Stand up again. All right, we're going to be on our back soon, but just a little bit of balance first. Put the block at the top of your mat. All right, so that you'll be able to land on it. This is where we're going. All right, take a little step back. Take a big breath in. All right, bend your knees, exhale, fold, step your left foot forward and your right foot up while your hands come to the block.
Is your block in front, Christy, or at a particular side?
Right.
It's in front. It's in front. The more your block is, so this is not half moon where it was out to the side. It's like square right in front of my chest and in front enough that I am not trying to like fold forward. It's really out in front.
Thank you.
All right, does that help? Because if it's too far here, then your head is going to pull you down. So don't be afraid to take that block out in front of you so that you've got, you're reaching for it. Strong in your standing leg. Breathe. Good work. Put your right foot down. Relax, release your box, stand all the way up. Drop your right hand down your thigh. Take your left hand up and over. Take a stretch here. And then switch, drop your left hand down your thigh, take your right arm up and over. Just think your poor leg has to stand on its own. So doing things alone are hard. That's why, guys, we need to show up for each other, because when you have just the one, it's hard. Ready? All right, this time you're going to stand on your right foot and lift your left leg. So step your right foot forward a little bit. Reach down for the block, lift your left leg. If the block is too crazy over to the side, then you'll be all over the place. Good, Tommy. And you can make that block higher on its highest level as well. Good, breathe. Good, some of you are finding some challenge by letting go of the block. That's awesome. Go to your edge, stay with it. Push your right heel down, lift your left heel. You're strong in your legs today. Breathe. Good, step it down. So even if your leg is only lifted just a tiny bit up off the floor, you're still getting a lot of strength through your standing leg, through your ankle, and stability in your hips. So you can practice just lifting just a little bit. All right, we're going to do that one more time. I'm going to offer something more for those of you that want it. If you don't want that, I just want you to practice with gently lifting the one leg. Okay, everybody okay?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Standing on your left foot, step your left foot forward a little bit. Reach down for the block. You could bend your knee to get there. Gently lift your right leg. Find your balance. For those of you that want more, take your right knee, bend it, pull it behind your left knee and bend it here. You'll feel this start to be stronger in the leg. If you want to go to even the next level, let go of your block. This is called a Kundalini squat. If you're like, that's crazy, then just go somewhere in between. You're just growing.
It's a little crazy. Yeah.
There you go.
Not leaving this block.
Put down. There you go. See? You're like, okay, let it go. Let it go. Stand up. You know, Mondays are good for like, I don't know. I wake up on Monday mornings and my list just starts like going through my head like, oh my gosh, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Yeah.
So to do things that throw you off physically so you can kind of get out of that and just focus being right here. Right hand slide down your thigh. Left hand reach up and over. Other way. Left hand slide down your thigh. Right hand reach up and over. All right, we just got the other leg to do. Okay, here we go. This time you're going to stand on your right foot. Step your right foot forward a little bit. Bend over, get your hands on the block, lift your left leg. For some of you, just practice here. If you want to play with more, bend your left knee, put it behind your right knee. So not next to it, behind it. And then you like bend your right knee to make a little place, like you're hugging the knees together. You got to take the weight back in your heel and then find your balance. Don't give up. Good job wherever you are. Good job. Let it go.
Just need to mute for a second. Sorry, our food shop's arrived. I need to get Jay. Sorry.
Tell them to come do yoga with you, Alana. All right, everybody sit down. Good job. Good work, guys. Take the soles of your feet together. Hold on to your feet. If you can't reach your feet, hold on to your knees. Close your eyes. You did that. Huh, you did that. Lean forward a little bit with your chest. Good. Most of you naturally bend to your elbows as you went down. That's really nice. You can use your elbows if they reach your shins to help anchor your legs down. Tommy, take the soles of your feet together. So 2 feet together. Yeah, there you go. Close your eyes, breathe. Remember, we have to stay still long enough to let the resistance that happens automatically pass. And that's the hard thing, right? You know, you have some challenge with your job or your family, and I know my inclination is to just like turn around, go the other direction, take another path, divert. Just stay in it for a minute. Let it settle. Breathe one more time. Good. Walk yourself all the way up. Oh, nice. All right, we have time for a little bit of lizard on each side. Okay, so
Right.
I like to go into lizard from a down dog because I feel like I can get my foot more forward, but I'm going to offer both ways. So option one would be to just step your left foot forward or your right foot forward and just relax your left knee back and then just be right here. And this is like, if this is a very intense stretch for you, you just stay right here. Notice the difference is that this back leg is back as opposed to being, I'm not here. See, this is just a low lunge. I'm really getting deep taking that foot as far forward as I can. So way forward with your left foot. Good, Joe. And then your hands can go to a block or to the floor. All right, you guys are all mostly here, but if you want to just try, if you're here and you're good, stay there. But if you want to try, the stepping through from a downward dog is your right leg comes up and you're going to step to the outside of your right hand, way forward. And it just gets your leg to get more forward than you kind of can otherwise. And then you're just hanging out here. Look how far forward this foot is. So it's really forward. It's not back underneath my shoulder. It's way forward. Like I can't, it's hard for me to get my shoulder in line with the knee. That's for lizard. You all look good. If you feel like you're being stretched in two, you're doing it right. How about that? All right, your block is your prop. So you can put your hands on your block. You have different levels of the block. You might be able to bend your elbows, rest your forearms on that block. All right, this is challenging. So try to soften your mind and breathe. Yesterday in my Sunday stretch evening class, I was thinking about the metta prayer, which is just a prayer of compassion and intention. Prayer being not to a religious doctrine, but just in general to a greater, higher power. So I'll say part of it and then you can just listen and let it be part of your practice today, or you can say it in your mind after me. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be free of suffering. May I live in peace. Make your way out of your lizard here, gently. Maybe straightening your right leg for a moment on the way back. And then swing your right foot around. Come to your tabletop, wag your tail, taking your hips side to side a little bit. So the metta prayer starts with intention for you, then intention for someone else, which could be a specific person you think of in your mind or just kind of thinking of the people that you know. And then we take that compassion and intention to all living beings. So from your downward dog, or just from your hands and knees, our left foot is going forward for lizard on the other side. So if you want to go from down dog, we're in down dog, lift your left leg, look where you're going, and you're going to take your left foot way out to the outside of your left hand, then drop your back knee. If you're from your hands and knees, make sure you scoot your foot way forward, right foot is back as far as you can. Looks good, guys. Breathe. All right, find a way to support yourself with your block. I prefer you're not putting a ton of pressure on your wrists, so find a way more where you can maybe drop to your elbows or elevate that block, or just put your hands on the floor. Big stretch here. Again, if you feel like you're being torn in two, you're probably doing it right. So the next part of the metta prayer is for someone else. So you can think of someone else, or you can just in specifics, or you could just think of for the people that you know. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be free of suffering. May you live in peace. Take a couple more breaths here. All right, put your hands down on the mat. Straighten out your leg as you take your hips back a little bit. Good. Bring your left foot under you. Take your legs around. A lot of work with the legs today, guys. Good job. Support yourself as you lay all the way down onto your back. Take up some space. Let yourself just rest and relax here. So however it feels good, maybe your feet go out wide towards the corners of the mat, your arms go out a little bit wide, palms up. Let everything just melt down into the floor. Close your eyes. Steady breath. Gratitude for what you were able to do today. Whatever you were able to do, you did what was right for you today. The last part of the metta prayer goes to all living beings, including those that are having a struggle or that give us struggle. A true intention of compassion. May we all be happy. May we all be healthy. May we all be free of suffering. May we all live in peace. Gently take your arms and reach slowly above your head and take a big stretch from your fingers down to your toes. Take a deep breath in here as you stretch, and then a big open mouth sigh out. Bend your knees, put your feet on the floor. I like to keep my eyes closed this whole time, just closing my practice the way that I began, looking inward, and just gently sway your knees side to side. Feet are on the floor, knees are bent. Just sway your knees side to side. A little bit of opening. Good. Breathe here. When you're ready, you can roll over to one side and make your way to a seat. Bringing your hands together at heart center, your eyes still closed. Beginning our week with gratitude that you have this opportunity to connect with one another from all around the world with purpose, to pay attention, to take care of your body, to take care of your spirit. Thank you for sharing your energy today. The light in me honors the light in each of you. Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste.